I was mistaken here. I thought that we were $50 less than the competitor price. We are $100 less than the actual price offered on Amazon.
Right this minute.
Which is supposed to be the absolute lowest price, for the Amazon Fire tablet. This is their best tablet. It is by far their strongest. Everyone who's reviewed this, and I've watched several reviews, all say, oh yeah, this is comparable with, you know, the Fruit Company. This is fast, it's smooth, it's impressive. The processor's great, 26 million megapixels, all the stuff that I know our genius Aaron Berger will better explain more eloquently. What I know is a good deal when I see one. And I was thrilled at $50 guaranteed savings. When you're talking 100, and now we're looking at, if you grab this keyboard, which is a great keyboard, it's a $90 keyboard. We took $10 off that keyboard for our price. Can't find it anywhere at that price as well. Our price with the keyboard is actually still less expensive than the next lowest price without the keyboard. This is a really huge blowout deal. I'm so excited to be able to offer it with such a great product. Aaron, wow.
It is one of my, I get to sell it very infrequently. I get to sell Amazon tablets very infrequently. I've sold them for years and years. This is the very latest model. So let's start there. It's been March 1st was the last time I had an Amazon Fire 11 tablet. It was more expensive. It wasn't this version. This is the absolute latest. It's the Amazon Fire Max. It's the Amazon Fire 11-inch Max. So first thing I want to talk about is the size of the screen. Amazon does a 7-inch screen. They do an 8-inch screen and a 10-inch screen. And with the advent of the 11-inch, they now do, this is their biggest. It is higher than high definition. It is 1200 by 2000 resolution. The screen is ridiculous. It is an all aluminum body. It is an octa-core processor. This is really, in every way, this is a little computer. This is an on-the-go 11-inch computer. Why? Well, because 4 gigabytes of RAM is how much RAM you get when you buy most our $300, $400, $500 computers that we sell every day here at HSN. Those have 4 gigs of RAM. So does your new tablet. An octa-core processor, honestly, that's 8 cores. Most of our computers have 4 cores, and that means you can do more. You can do it more quickly. One thing I want to address right away, I work with the folks at Amazon, right? On our website, by our website, I mean on Amazon's website, just the tablet right now.
Right.
Natasha and I looked at this 30 seconds ago.
Yes.
We literally looked at it together on the tablet just before we came live. This tablet, as you said, is $279. That's just for the tablet. And I want to talk about the difference because you have 2 options today. You can buy just the tablet, and if you're just using your tablet mostly for games and for watching movies and for doing that kind of thing, just the tablet is a great option. Or you can really upgrade. This is the keyboard case that comes along with it. There's this back part.
Ooh, so easy.
That is magnetic, right? I have the G-Hold. We'll talk about that. I recommend the G-Hold for everyone, and we'll talk more about that and why. I'm gonna just turn the brightness down a little bit so you guys can see the screen better. There you go. So that's the G-Hold that lets you hold the tablet in one hand. Super nice. And then this is the other part of the keyboard that attaches magnetically. Do you know what's really cool about that? You don't have to connect it via Bluetooth. You don't have to charge it. This isn't a keyboard that you have to charge. It automatically syncs with the tablet, which, by the way, has a 14-hour battery life.
Get out of town.
So 4 gigabytes of RAM, octa-core processor, aluminum body. It really feels like the quality of, I'll say, I've sold iPads. iPads are wonderful, wonderful devices. It feels like the quality of an iPad or a Samsung or the other absolute highest quality $400, $500, $600 devices.
You said 14 hours?
14 hours.
My brain stopped working when you said that. Does that mean 14 hours like on idle when it just happens to be on?
That means 14 hours watching movies, going to the internet, doing things like, Alexa, open Netflix.
Here's Netflix.
And these are the kind of things we'll talk about a lot because you can't, if you don't have an Amazon Fire tablet, you don't have America's favorite voice assistant built in. You can say, Alexa, open App Store.
Ooh.
And you see how fast, Alexa, open App Store.
Here's App
You
Store.
notice how quickly this tablet moves. Very often, with even other great Amazon tablets. And I think in general, Amazon Fire tablets are the most undersung consumer electronic. Like,
I have one.
They
I'm
just
crazy
work
about it.
so beautifully.
I'm crazy about it. It's one of those things where once you've used it, you'll say, okay, this is smooth, and I don't even have the octa-core. I don't have as great of a screen as this one,
Right.
and I love it. I use it all the time. I don't know anywhere, you know, of course, the online Amazon usually is where people will go and they'll compare prices. And sometimes you can find great prices there,
Yeah,
but you
check it out.
definitely can't say, I only want to pay 20% of this electronics item, and that's all I want to pay to get it to me right now. Maybe you'll get your free shipping, but you're not going to get it for 20% of the cost and pay that 20% each month for 5 months without paying any interest. Even in those stores, the electronic stores, when you go to purchase something like a computer or a tablet and you say, I'd like to pay it off monthly, they're putting 30, 35, I think the average is 42% interest on those purchases so you can pay something off monthly. Here, you're gonna pay the same as everyone else. You're just taking 5 months to pay it off. HSN credit card holders, 6 months. And what that means, are you ready for this price? $30
Wow.
or $36 on your, if you are getting the one without the keyboard. If you do want, it's 30, excuse me, without the keyboard, 36 with. If you do want that keyboard, I highly recommend getting it, but if you're someone who says, I like the keyboard, maybe that's not for me, you know, even though it's super convenient and cool, I just want the tablet at a great price, I will urge you to check out, because we did just get a call that it is nearing about 100 left total.
Wow.
If your goal is to buy it without the keyboard. And that price is really, really wild, will not last, and it's free shipping and handling, of course, either way. But can you tell me a little more about the keyboard?
love to.
Maybe if people are in between deciding, it looks like there's a mouse pad on there.
Yeah, let me demonstrate it a little bit
Yeah.
for you, and I'll just sort of mention one thing. So many of you might be watching and thinking, okay, well, how does HSN sell Amazon's tablet less than Amazon?
Yeah.
How, is it refurbished? It's not. This is, and I want to be really clear about that. This is brand new. It is the latest Fire tablet, the 64 gigabyte version from Amazon. Here's how we do it. I work with the folks at Amazon. The way we do it is we know that in the 10 or 15 minutes that Natasha and I have, we are going to sell a ton of these. And then you're going to tell your neighbors, and you're going to tell your friends, and you're going to tell your relatives, and the sales at Amazon are going to go through the roof for the next week as well. On Amazon's website, I work with the folks at Amazon right now, where it costs $100 more to buy the tablet. There are 7,500 reviews where this is a 4.5 star. People love it. You can buy it at HSN, to your point, less with the keyboard and case than you can as just the single tablet right now at Amazon. So let me show you how this works. This is the tablet by itself. So if you're just buying the tablet, let me just take this off here. It is magnetic. If you're just buying the beautiful tablet, again, it's octa-core and it has 4 gigs of RAM. It has expandable memory. You can expand it up to 1 terabyte. Front-facing camera, rear-facing camera, 8 megapixel camera. Beautiful, beautiful camera. I mean, really like the highest class, full aluminum body, redesigned. It's gorgeous. That's if you're just buying the tablet. If you're buying it with the keyboard case, here's what you get. You get this back, which is magnetic. It's so smart because you can still use your rear-facing camera, peeks through right there, yeah? Now watch this. You've seen me using it with the G-Hold, right? This is how smart it is. I'm gonna take the G-Hold off. You can still use, there's a little kickstand here. So if you're just using the tablet, maybe propping it up to watch a movie or that sort of thing, good to go. Let's talk about, I'm gonna get down here on the floor. I'm sacrificing for this presentation. Okay, check it out. I'm gonna take the keyboard case. This is magnetic. So now that it's connected to the keyboard, this is a computer. This is an octa-core, and you're thinking, okay, what's he mean computer? Hang on, like for example, can I do a Word document? Yeah, I'm gonna open up Microsoft Word right this second.
Wow.
As a matter of fact, I'm gonna go in here, we're gonna create a new document, it's opening a document for me. Now I have my keyboard where I can type away, right? Or I have a virtual keyboard, or, you know what's even easier? You can even do voice typing. So I'm just gonna press this right here. This is how easy it is now to type all of your documents, to get all of your schoolwork done, to answer all of your emails. All you do is talk to your tablet and you let it do the rest of the work for you, period.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is the year I finished my book.
So that's, this is the year you write your family history, your recipe.
Yeah, how an easy way to write.
And again, whether you're using the voice dictation or sometimes pardon me for being down here on the floor, it's just the easiest way to show you. Sometimes you just need to get your work done. You need a keyboard, right?
Sure.
You've got a keyboard. You don't need a mouse because you've got a touch screen. And if you want to pinch and if you want to zoom, you hop into your Silk browser. All of that still functions even when you have your full keyboard there.
You know, my husband's very techie. I'm not so much. And when I showed him what, you know, the specs were of this, and he watched me watching multiple reviews, totally independent of anyone here at HSN, just real, you know, high-end tech reviews, which, by the way, I encourage you, I know it's a considered purchase, maybe not, you know, to the degree of those 5, 6, 7 over $1,000 laptops, but what you're getting, just as he said when he saw this, he goes, oh wow, that's a laptop.
It's a lot of bang.
He goes,
yeah.
That's a laptop. He's like, you could use that and just use that for work and be fine. This isn't gonna be the one that you pack in alongside your laptop. If you're someone who says, I want to, you know, be doing serious gaming and, you know, online live gaming, maybe not, I don't know, because sometimes you need different setups for that. But this isn't going to be the tablet that you need in addition to your laptop. It's funny, we're in that world now, but that's just the case. Some people, if they have one, they often have the other. This is the next level tablet, and you don't have to take my word for it. In fact, you shouldn't when it comes to the actual tech impressiveness. But all of the experts that I've read through, all of the reviews, even the comments, and all they want to do is say, this is why this product isn't as great as B.
Right.
Even the ones who are the die-hard, you know, Apple fans in the comments are like, okay, hold on. This is a laptop, this is impressive, this price is really, really great. And that was at $249, which was that review. Look at our price. Look at what we are offering, $179. That is without the keyboard. And as Aaron told you, if you add the keyboard at $259.99, it's still a better value than purchasing it from the source without the keyboard. We really have, this is a great, great opportunity where we're building our relationship with Amazon even further, and what a way for you to take advantage of it.
Yeah, it is a great idea today. If you've been looking for a new tablet or you need a new computer, someone's going off to school next year, they're gonna need to do, for example, documents. You saw me do, I was literally doing a Microsoft document on my Amazon tablet a minute ago, and then I was just playing Crossy Roads, and now I want to watch a movie, so I'm going to say, Alexa, open Netflix. I'm going to turn the volume back up so you can actually hear what's going on as well, and there we go, turn the volume up. So now if you want to hop into Netflix, or if you want, I mean, the millions of things you can use, just using your voice. Setting a timer or something, I do all the time. You have a toddler, so you probably set a lot of timers for cooking, but for toddlers too. Alexa, set a timer for 5 seconds.
5 seconds, starting now.
The kind of things that you can do hands-free using Alexa is make it just so much easier. Alexa, stop timer. Literally every day I do this. Alexa, what's the weather?
The current weather is 92 degrees Fahrenheit with clear skies and sun. Today, you can expect some sun
in Florida today.
With a high of 94 degrees and a low of 76 degrees.
You know what? I can't do that to my computer.
Yeah, great
I can't ask that kind of convenient questions, the last minute, what's the weather, do this timer. I can't walk by my desktop or my laptop and talk to it and tell it to make my life easier. I can't do that. And yes, maybe we know, oh yeah, you can do that maybe with a phone or a tablet, but you can't do your computing with your normal phone and tablet. And when you finally get the chance to do both, because the technology has caught up with itself and made it available, you're looking at $700, $800 for the one you're probably thinking of. And now you're getting it at such a fraction. We're talking maybe 15% of that cost. It makes me feel lucky to be able to build my relationship with HSN viewers by offering them something that I stand so firmly behind and believe in so greatly at a price that I know cannot be beat and will not be beat. And that makes me feel lucky to be a host right now. If you are able to grab this, maybe you're grabbing one for yourself, maybe even one for a gift, because these are those price tags that when you're looking at, you know, your monthly bills, whether you're looking at, you know, 34 or 36, or even if you're grabbing it with the keyboard, that will be $52. $52 a month. You're just going to do that for those, you know, 5 months, and it's done. But $52 a month is something you cannot put towards technology that will make this big of a difference in your life anywhere else. What a price.
When you go through this sort of spec for spec,
Yes.
I mean, down to the speakers. In fact, let me show you the speakers for a minute, and then I'm going to talk through all the specs. Congrats if you're picking this up. It's the only airing we have scheduled all weekend. We get to do this exactly one time right now with you, period.
Lucky people watching,
the speakers are beautiful. Actually, let me do the specs, and then I'll let you hear the speakers. Octa-core processor. I'll talk more about that in 1 second. 4 gigs of RAM. That means multitasking. That means watching movies is smoother. I'm going to play some movies for you in a second. 14-hour battery life. It's the longest battery life on any device I personally have ever sold, any computer or tablet. Wild to say. Vivid, beautiful 2.4 million pixel display, gorgeous resolution, Wi-Fi 6. I want to pack a whole bunch of things in really quickly. Alexa, play The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel.
Here's The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel.
So you think for a minute, like it's going through all the millions of movies at its fingertips, right? And literally within like 1 second, it's playing a movie for you. Alexa, play Tumbleleaf.
Here's Tumbleleaf.
Now I'm going to go to a kid's movie because I actually want you to see the vibrance of the color is absolutely out of it. It's almost three-dimensional. It's just gorgeous. I talked about sound. I want you to really hear sound for a minute. Alexa, play the song Bigger Love by John Legend.
Here's Bigger Love by John Legend on Amazon Music.
This is a lot of sound to come out of a device that is like 1/2 of an inch thin. Here we go.
Whoa.